welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Kylie, also known as Fiendella here on the internet. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more of my content, and make sure you hit the little notification bell so that you get notified when I post a new video. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button so that I know that you want to see more of this kind of content, and leave me a comment down below to let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I love hearing feedback and getting some ideas for what you guys want to see from me. So I decided that I want to start something a little bit new. Obviously, I have been doing a declutter series on my channel, and I thought that I kind of wanted to do something to make it a little easier to declutter in the future, and I want to do more declutters throughout the year. And so I want to start doing a monthly series where I put makeup that I haven't used in a while in a separate container from the rest of my makeup collection, and I'm going to keep it in the container for the entire month, and what I don't use I declutter, and what I do use I can keep. So I want to be really cutthroat. I have a really big collection and I am only one person, so I figured if I get a couple of things that I haven't used from each section of makeup, that it'll make it a whole lot easier to slowly wind down my collection as opposed to having to do big declutters all at once. Obviously, we all love watching huge declutters, but it makes it a whole lot easier to make sure that I'm getting use out of everything in my collection if I have it separated with stuff that I haven't really used. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I have a couple of things for the month of May that I want to put aside and see if I use it, and if I don't use it, then I'm just going to declutter it at the end of the month. If I do get some use out of it but I don't like it, decluttered. If I get some use out of it and I really like it, then it can stay. I have this like really bad collector's mentality, and I want to try and nip that in the bud. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the thing closest to me right now are these lip glosses, and these are the Naked lip glosses from Urban Decay. I've got Streak, which is a really pretty coral color. I'm wearing it right now. I've got Love Child, which is a pretty pinky mauve color, and Beso, which is a darker mauve color. So I want to get some use out of these. I've had them for almost a year, and I've never used Streak before today, but I do really like it with a more reddy kind of lip. So I thought that these would be really nice. I've been getting into glosses a bit more, so I want to try and get some use out of these, and if I don't find myself reaching for them and I'd rather use my Fenty gloss or my ABH gloss or ColourPop or my Pat McGrath gloss, you know, I want to know now so that I can declutter these guys before they just sit and go bad in my collection, and give them to somebody that could get some use out of them. So that's the first three things. So I have a lot of lip stuff. I have a lot of lip stuff in general, and so a big bulk of what I'm setting aside for this month is lip stuff. So next, we'll just continue with the rest of it. I have these are the MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lipsticks. These are all three different nude shades, but they're all really cool nudes. I'm more of a pinky nude kind of person. These are all really brown gray tones. So this one is Flesh Stone. It's a like grayish color. This is Cafe Au Chic, which is more of a like a really cool nude. And then this is Choco Tease, and this is like a true brown. I've had these for about as long as the lip glosses, and I got some use out of the medium tone one, the Cafe Au Chic. I've used this a few times, but the other ones I haven't really used, and I haven't used any of them in probably at least a few months. So I want to try and get some use out of those. If I don't use them, they can go. Next for lips, I have a few Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Intense lipsticks. I find I don't reach for my like lipsticks very much anymore, except for my Pat McGrath ones, but I went through the ones that I do have, and the ones I haven't touched at all I'm straight up gonna declutter, but I've used these two before. I have matte 5 and I have matte 1. Both of these are nudes. This one is more of a pinky mauvey nude, and they're both matte. And then matte 1 is more of a traditional like beige kind of nude. So I haven't used these in forever. I did look at them and smell them, and they are still good. So I want to try and use these up. So those are gonna get set aside. And I only have one liquid lipstick, and this is the ColourPop Ultra Matte liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Bianca. I was really excited about this to begin with because looking at it on the outside, it looks like a pretty like pinky nude mauve kind of color, but when I put it on, it has a weird kind of purple undertone to it, so I haven't gotten a lot of use out of it. But it is spring, so I'm going to be doing a lot more pink looks, pink and purple looks, so I'm hoping to get some use out of that, and if not, it can go. Next I have an eyeliner, and this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Torch. Needs to be sharpened so you can't really see it. I used to get a lot of use out of this when I did a lot of warm eyeshadow looks, but this is like a kind of burnt terracotta brown orange kind of shade, so I want to see about getting some more use out of that. And then I've got some face products. So the first one I've got is the Artist Couture Loose Highlighter, and this is in the shade Purple Dream. It doesn't look purple when you look at it, but it's got a duochrome to it, so it's like a pretty light gold kind of shade, but then it has a purple reflect, which is why I don't get a whole lot of use out of it, but I want to try it out a couple more times, and if I don't use it, it can go. And then I've got the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter in Hustle and Glow, and this is a really pretty yellow gold, but light enough to work on my skin tone. These are huge. I used to get a ton of use out of this before I had a ton of highlighters, but I haven't used it within the last at least 6 months, so if I don't get any use out of this in the next month, then I feel ready to declutter it. This is kind of a multi-use product for me. There's no label at the bottom of it saying what the product's called, but it's from Lancome, and it is kind of similar to the Tarte little eyeshadow pots, but it's a little potted eyeshadow, comes with that like the Tarte ones do, and it's a really pretty light pink color. And I really used to love using this as a highlighter because it is big enough that it can fit a small highlighter brush in there. But I kind of got out of pinky highlighters, but again, it's spring and I want to try and use them up, and that was really expensive, so I either want to try and get use out of it either as an eyeshadow or as a highlighter. So we'll stick with the face. Next I've got the Benefit Box Blush, and this is in Bella Bamba, and this has been discontinued for a really long time. You can see I used to get a lot of use out of this. It's a really pretty like kind of fuchsia shimmery blush. See there, can't really see it all that much, but it's really pretty and it's got a really nice glow to it, but I haven't used it a whole bunch. It still smells good. Benefit used to have these like kind of fruity smelling powders, and it still smells good. I kind of got into this mindset where I love this blush so much I didn't want to use it and run out of it, but now it's gone to the point where I haven't used it in so long that if I don't use it, it's just going to go bad, so I want to try and use that guy. And then this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio, and this is in the shade Cocktail Party, and it's got a really kind of dark brown, a nice like kind of neon coral color, and then a soft pink color. I'm wearing the middle shade today on my cheeks. It doesn't go on as intense as it looks in the pan, but I thought that I could try using the brown shade as either a contour or a bronzer, and then you got the two blushes there. I've barely used this, like you can't even tell that it's ever been used at all, so I want to try and get some use out of that. And then the last face product is this Cover FX Perfector face palette, When I got this, I was obsessed with it. I think the quality is amazing. You can see I panned that powder so fast. I think it's a really nice face powder, but I haven't used it in a while. You can see it's got 2 highlighters, a bronzer, but it's really cool, so I prefer it as a contour, the face powder, and a really pink blush. That's a brightener. So you could use it at the very high points, your brow bone, your inner corner, stuff like that. But I just haven't gotten a lot of use out of it within the last few months. I used it solid every single day when I first got it, and now it's been a while, so I want to try and get some use out of that, otherwise it could go to a better home. And then my last 2 products are eyeshadow palettes. So my first one is the Lime Crime Venus palette. This is the original, and it looks like that. It's a really pretty, warm, grungy palette, and I loved this when I first got it. I used it a ton, but it's been a while, and I have every single Venus palette except for the Venus Vivid one that they made and then discontinued super quickly, and the Venus Immortalis, which is like just black grayscale kind of thing. But I have the original 3 and the 2 XLs and the 3 original XS ones, and I just love them. And last but not least is the Violet Voss Pro palette, and this is the Holy Grail palette. It used to be a huge staple on YouTube, and I wanted it for a long time, and when I got it last year, I don't know, I just haven't used it very much. But it looks like that. And I've had this for like a year, and I've used it 3 times, I think. So I want to get some use out of that. And that is everything. There's more things in my collection that I haven't used in a while, but I don't want to make it so that I can only exclusively use those. I don't want to force myself into using something, but if I have it out and decide to grab for it, then that's how I want to determine if I want to keep it or not. But that is all I have for you guys today. At the end of the month, or the beginning of next month probably, I will do a little update video and show you guys what I decided to keep and what I decided to declutter from my collection. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this new little idea I've got. Let me know down below how you feel about it and what else you want to see from me. Make sure that if you are not already, you hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my little family here on the internet. Press the notification bell if you want to know when I upload, and make sure you hit the like button down below as well to let me know that you enjoy this kind of content. Thanks guys, I will see you next time. Bye!